Hey everybody, welcome back. I already forgot the episode number. Shit.
Late 20s.
Late 20s? I think you're right. I think 27, something like that. It's been a day. A day, 2 days. So, oh god, you know what? This is what was, okay. The other day I was playing Resident Evil Outbreak online, and I kept hitting triangle on my controller trying to open my inventory. And that's the map button in that game. And I think I was hitting it because the day before I was playing Pokemon, and triangle on my controller is that. Because I'm playing with the PlayStation 4 controller. God damn it. Alright, oh god. Yeah, every control is different. Gotta get used to that. I hate Japanese menu controls. This is much better. Right, I remember we did okay against the gym leader, but I think our plan for this episode was we wanted to go to that cave and see if we could Versus Seeker in there a little bit.
I don't know about going into the cave, but you can Versus Seeker right here, get those two guys.
But didn't we already fight them last episode, or can we just fight them straight again?
Yeah, you can just fight them again.
Oh, okay. God, every button is different and it's fucking with me. Versus Seeker, yeah. Yay! Just do that. Have them ready for it? Yep. Did they have different dialogue for when you refight them?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually interesting. I'm happy they did that. Oh, that was cool. What the fuck was that?
Ball capsule. You'll learn about them in the next town.
Ball capsule.
I think it was a... I know it's redundant. I think it might be called something slightly different. But you pretty much put stickers into this little... cover that you'd put onto your Pokeball, and then as you send a Pokemon out into battle, those stickers will have animated effects pop out.
Huh, that's actually pretty cool. How did I never know that was a thing?
Because they only really made it a big thing in these games, and never had them ever again in other games.
Oh, was it just not popular?
It just went unused pretty much, and there was no use outside of aesthetic, so...
I guess it's kind of like Secret Bases in the third one. I loved that shit, but it didn't really have a point.
It was awesome, and... It
was awesome, I loved it.
It came back for the Gen 6 remakes of those games.
That's cool.
But outside of those regions, there was no point to have the mechanic in there.
Yeah, did it even do anything in that game outside of just you could have a little base thing?
It was for multiplayer purposes.
Oh. Did anything special happen in multiplayer, or could they just visit?
It was just like a mini-game thing.
Okay.
So yeah, they could just visit it.
Well, fuck it, I had fun with that anyway.
In the Gen 6 remakes, you could set trainers that you found, like other players you found, to be part of your base, and you can set it up kind of like a gym. So you would be the gym leader of your base, and then your trainers would be gym trainers.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might have to do that.
One of the limitations is that you can only carry 3 Pokemon, and they're scaled down to level 50. But then there's also an item you can get later for your base that disables that level limit.
That's really weird.
If you have anything that's over level 50, say that reaches 100, and they disable that level limit, then your Pokemon will still appear at level 100 if you had some, so...
See, it's shit like that that's... Oh, hey.
Oh,
I could do
don't
an
talk
interview.
to them yet.
Okay.
Don't talk to them after you heal, because that's an actual double battle you can
do.
Do.
Sweet. Well, I need to level up anyway. You know what? I remember fighting them in 3rd generation. A lot.
Gabby and Ty.
Yeah. We're doing a news piece on trainers. Can we get you to participate? If we can, we'd like to see how strong you are in a battle. Sure. Jubilee Live TV, on the spot, live report. And they're gonna fight me in the Poke Center.
Oh, wait. You fight them one-on-one. Interesting. Okay.
That's weird. Alright, well, I guess it'll be good experience. Better than just grinding in that grass again. Was that animation he just did there using the Quick Claw?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know there was actually an animation for that. That's interesting, so I know when they'd have been faster than me. I mean, I figured Shinx would be faster than me. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, Shinx is kind of slow.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that at all, what with it being electric and having 4 legs. Huh. You learn something new every day. Except for the days that you don't. Drifloon! It's my Pokemon.
You have one of them.
Yeah, you stole my Drifloon and changed its gender. I think mine is male? I don't remember, actually. I think I have a male balloon.
Just look underneath it.
Yeah. Well, it's got 2 things dangling down. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
If it resembles ovaries, it's a female. If it resembles balls, it's a male.
Ah, that's how Drifloons work. I like to think that that is a firmly established thing in Pokemon lore.
They just can't say it in the games because they gotta keep it E10+.
Yeah.
No, sorry. E for everyone.
Yeah, we know it's true, though.
Our made-up lore is the most valid of truths.
Yeah. Is that all she had?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
But the cameraman has something. So
the media is the victim, is what she said. What the fuck? My trainers choose certain kinds of Pokemon and their feelings about it. That's what we're investigating. No, you're just attacking me. Let me just heal here real quick. I feel like it's really unprofessional to talk to the cameraman if this is for TV.
I mean, all he's doing is filming that old lady. Maybe it's like an invasion of privacy piece that he's working on for Watch_Dogs.
Oh my god. I don't miss that game. I felt a flash of inspiration when I laid eyes on you. I'd really love to capture you on camera while you're battling. I mean, you could have if you just faced a little bit in the right direction. For close-ups, I need to get in tight. You don't mind, do you? You're creeping me out. He's not even really pointing it at me. Mime Jr. Is this one of those fucking... Why did they add so many baby Pokemon and evolutions to other Pokemon that already existed in Gen 4?
Anyway.
I hated that they did that. Oh yeah, it's not a good move, is it? I hated that they did that because the style of the new evolutions they put in, the new baby Pokemon they put in, didn't at all mesh with the original Pokemon. Like, this thing does not look like it was drawn by the same person as Mr. Mime.
It probably wasn't.
Exactly.
But it's got some of the same aesthetic about it. Like, if you look at him, he looks like a clown.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a Mr. Mime. It just looks like a clown. It looks like if you took the base inspiration from that Mr. Mime was drawn off of and made from, and you said, make a baby version of this. Like, they handed to a different person the base inspiration of Mr. Mime without showing them Mr. Mime, and they just added the word baby to the idea and told them to come up with whatever they wanted to come up with. It doesn't look like it's related to the same Pokemon. It looks like somebody else's take on the same idea, and that's my big problem with, like, the evolution of Executor and Magmar and all of that stuff, is the baby versions that they made of it in the second gen looked like baby versions of those Pokemon, whereas, like, Magmortar does not look like a Magmar.
You meant to say Electabuzz, not
Electabuzz, yeah. But, like, Magmar, it's Magmar, it's from the first game. In the second game, they made,
Magby,
thank you. Magby looks like possibly the same person, looked at a Magmar, and they're like, okay, I've got to make a baby version. What would this look like when it's young? And they figured that out, and I'm pretty happy with what they came out with. And then with Magmortar, it doesn't look like they had the reference material of Magmar and Magby, even though they must have. Like, there's no way they didn't have the reference material. But to me, it looks like you got a different person to do it, and you gave them a verbal explanation of what Magmar and Magby are, generally, and then they made their own thing. And it's jarring, and I don't know why they did that. I don't know how that made it into the game, and they didn't look at this and say, this is a really big styles clash. that's kind of that was a big part of my problem with Gen 4, in that why it didn't look that appealing to me, and I never played it at the time.
Was because all the evolutions they added just didn't look like evolutions. They looked like different Pokemon.
Yeah, like, I was like, why do you need to go back to first and second generation and then add in this stuff that doesn't look like it's related at all, when you could just make your own stuff? And they made plenty of their own stuff, and a decent amount of their own stuff they made in Gen 4, I'm actually fine with. I mean, like, we can laugh at how fucking lazy Bidoof is, and it's pretty fucking lazy, but you could say the same thing about a lot of Pokemon. Like, there's a big difference between the lazy ones and the not lazy ones. Voltorb I'm fine with because it's got a lot of personality, and it's a cool idea. Then there's ones where I look at it and I just don't even see a personality. It's like, you just made this because you needed to meet your quota of big-eyed cute things. That's what I don't like.
I think of Grimer and Muck as well, because it's just like, hey, it's Grimer. He's just like a really happy-looking sludge monster. And then you got Muck, who's a larger, angrier sludge monster. But again,
they had
Grimer,
personality. At least they had personality to them that you could immediately see by looking at them. You know how they'd behave. As much as they were kind of lazy, they had a place in the world. My problem is the ones where they clearly are just meeting a quota. That's what I have a fucking issue with. Come to compete, whatever. My issue are the ones that they look like they're just trying to meet a fucking quota. Like, in the new ones, you get this so much where it's like, okay, well, we need to add a new cute mouse. And it's like, I get it. You have to do this every game, but these are the ones I'm not at all interested in. Or the ones that are like, it feels like there was no inspiration behind it. Gen 2 had some issues with that. I like a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon. I think I like the majority of Gen 2 Pokemon. But there are some Gen 2 Pokemon that I will look back on now, like I'll stumble across it on Bulbapedia, and I just would have totally forgotten that Pokemon existed. And I only remember it existed because I happened to see it again.
The aroma lady saw you.
Who saw me?
The aroma lady, the rotating woman.
Okay, I was going right there to hope I could get as many as possible, but I guess this is the only
Kung
one
Fu
who will.
guy is not a trainer.
Okay. Well, I'm fine with fighting her again. So, like, Roselia, for instance, I think that's a good one. It's unique. It doesn't look like anything else, other than, I'm sure, looking like things in its evolutionary tree, which it should.
Originally, it was only Roselia, and then the next game comes around, which is this one, and then that introduced 2 evolutions. It introduced Bidoof for its baby, and Roserade for its evolution.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen Roserade before, and I was fine with it. Bidoof I'm fine with as well, even though it doesn't look super similar. It looks close enough that I believe that it's in the same evolution tree and everything. And it's not like a big clash of styles, because 3 had a different style from 1 and 2 anyway. I think it was, what was the most recent generation of Pokemon?
7.
I think it was Generation 7 then that I actually really like a lot of the Pokemon in. And I couldn't put my finger on why originally, but I watched on The Wolf Den, great YouTube channel, I'm friends with Bob on there. He made this fucking awesome video once where he started talking about the inspirations between the Generation 7 Pokemon and how they were supposed to be a lot more like Generation 1. And to really drive home his point, he redrew a bunch of ones from 7 in watercolor. In a watercolor style, at least digitally. And he put them on a grid with a bunch of Generation 1 Pokemon and just, like, mixed them in together. And, because, you know, the concept art for Generation 1 was all watercolor. It was all in watercolor. And so when you see the Generation 7 done in watercolor next to the Generation 1 in watercolor, it genuinely looks like it was made at the same time. It is uncanny how good a job they did in 7 of recreating the style of 1. And apparently that's what their aim was. So
yeah,
fucking
there
good on them. They did an amazing job.
There was a lot of Gen 1 representation within Gen 7.
Yeah, they did an incredible job of that. Right, so, the move. User's body hardened surface sharply raising its defense stat. So I'm guessing it raises it by 2 stages?
Yes. The only issue I see with this is that you have a lot of useful moves there, and Flash is like handy to have around in general.
Yeah, and like,
So
do I
need
the defense? I'm already pretty high
No,
defense. I'm Steel.
Yeah, you're already really high in defense, and you've got a good typing to bolster that. So
yeah, I don't think I need it.
So
give up learning Iron Defense. Yeah, yeah, it's cool, but I don't think I really need it with this Pokemon. You have beaten us. God, I hate that I get paralyzed every single time, so I gotta ride back to town. I guess that's the problem of fighting.
The VS Seeker.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem of fighting grass Pokemon, though, is they have a lot of effect moves.
Yeah, you can go fight that hiker with Roselia to help level it up.
What hiker? Oh, up on the mountain bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Do I need Roselia for the gym?
Yeah, we were using her to take a hit from Miss Magius and then use Stun Spore on it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. And in fact, I think I'll move the experience share. I guess I'll just move it to Roselia, because I don't think we're going to be using or getting a whole lot out of Drifloon in the gym anyway. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about that, really. Alright, there we go. And yeah, we'll just switch you two, because against the hiker, I'm sure it's going to be ground and rock, and we just win anyway.
You can also backtrack a little bit further back. If you go the cave just to the left of that hiker and then go to the previous route, there's a group of trainers that have leveled up to this point, I believe, and you can just Versus Seeker them.
Yeah, I was thinking of going back through the cave and seeing if there were some good ones to fight there.
This is a good way for Roselia to get some experience as well, is to take out this B-Barrel. Because it's
oh, right, it's water. See, I don't even look at that and register that it's a beaver. I don't know why. It's just, I look at it and I just think like general normal type early game Pokemon. I don't know why that doesn't register as a beaver to me. Especially as a Canadian. It is my spirit animal. Yeah, go for that move. Okay, that'll do well. Poison. Does its damage, the damage it does to you every turn, is it based off your max health?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I was trying to think if it'd be more or less effective on certain enemies.
Okay. So if you want to Versus Seeker these two guys.
Yeah. I think I will do that. Right, it's key items. Yeah. God damn it.
Oh. Okay, well.
Well, can't reach him because we don't have Surf, so I guess we'll just go through here.
I'd dismount your bike here, actually, because it's going to increase the counter rate if you stay on it.
Right,
By the way, Nosepass has an evolution in this.
Yeah, Nosepass is a good Pokemon, isn't it?
It's decently defensive, yeah. And when it evolves, it turns into a Steel type.
Yeah, I remember this one being pretty cool.
I actually think that if you caught it here and then leveled it up, it would evolve, because if you evolve it in Mount Coronet, or if you level it up in Mount Coronet, it evolves because of the electromagnetic waves.
See, that's really cool to me, that the newer games have been getting better and better. I can probably just use this. The new games are getting better and better about having really unique ways to level up some Pokemon, and I think it's really cool. Like, isn't there one that has to level up while your DS is upside down?
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting to me, like... And mind you, I don't know how you'd... I'm sure there's like a clue in game if you talk to people, but like that's one of those ones that's like, how did people figure that out unless there's like a real obvious clue?
I think you can actually just bring in Nosepass to the gym and it would be able to resist everything and also deal some solid status effects, because I think it can win Thunder Wave.
What type combo is it?
Right now it's just Rock, but then it evolves into Rock Steel.
Okay. I like this guy. I remember this from 3rd gen. His sprite looks worse in this game.
That's because he actually has a male-female difference. Male forms have those little ear things higher up than the females.
I don't know if that's it. His eyes and his mouth just look off. He doesn't look as well drawn as in the previous game.
Yeah, in Gen 3, his eyes seem to have a bit more whiteness to them. This one makes it seem a little more full and bland, maybe.
I don't know. It's just something's weird about him. It looks like a fan drawing or something. All right, I can catch him. May as well. I mean, they're still the people who give you items if you have enough Pokemon caught, right?
I actually don't think so.
Oh. Is there any reason to catch a bunch of, like, a wide variety of Pokemon outside of just having them available if I were to want them later?
Not especially.
Oh.
The way you get into post-game is to see every Pokemon in Sinnoh. And usually you can just do that by fighting every trainer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, usually the trainers are fine about that. Yeah, this cave is pretty small.
Yeah, there's more to it, but you need to get more stuff.
Yeah,
so
okay,
there's a hiker
so...
here, there's, if you go up and to the left, then 2 more guys, so you got 3 right there.
Yeah.
And you can't do any of that hiker below you, so...
I like how you remember this stuff.
I mean, I just started playing through... you got 2 of them.
No, I got 3. The one below me.
The third guy, yeah, the one below you can't access yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's a bad
I think I might switch that one out.
Onyx.
Yeah, I think I might just crush him to death.
But yeah, I played through these games recently, so it's all still kind of fresh. Plus, I was editing the whole series.
Ah. Right. Was that one of the ones I did a voiceover for?
Yeah, 2 episodes of you've done a voiceover for.
Yeah, if you ever need me to do that again, just let me know. It's fun.
All right. We're getting close to the end of the series, so maybe I'll give you one of the final ones we need.
Yay! I do wish the animation for the shell thing was faster. I could always turn off the animations, but that's no fun. I only ever turn off animations if I'm, like, grinding for levels. Like, if I were to be, like, off-screen for another Let's Play grinding for levels or something, I'd turn off animations just to speed it up. Do I have text speed on fast? I think I do.
I believe so. If you're not holding A to speed it up, or X to speed it up, then it's on fast.
Yeah, how do I... It's options. Right?
Yeah, it's on fast.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, stereo. Yeah, I'm happy with all that. Just making sure. Alright, fight me. What is with the fucking polka music they play for hikers? Are they supposed to be like
Swiss.
German?
Swiss, German, something like that.
Like, is it like an Alps thing?
I guess so. Like recently, a popular YouTuber for Pokemon games specifically, who's doing a Gen 5 playthrough, he kind of made jokes about how the hiker's theme in that game, like when you battle a hiker, makes it sound so Schadenfreude-esque. So he made a quick video of himself pumping his arm to the music, and then that became kind of memed recently.
Speaking of pumping arms, I was just pumping some iron earlier today. By iron, I mean it's covered in foam because Fatima bought it. I just have some weights. Getting back into exercising again.
Nice.
Yep. It's fun.
Okay.
I actually really enjoy lifting weights. Lifting weights is fun.
I actually have a request for you because you are close to this place.
Sure.
Open your bag.
Yeah.
Go to ATMs.
Got it.
Okay, you do not have it. Check Onyx real quick because I just want to make doubly sure. Okay, so I'm gonna lead you to Earthquake.
Okay, this sounds like an upgrade.
All right, head left and go north.
Okay. Up here?
Now don't go into the building. There are some cuttable trees off to the right.
Okay.
Other button.
Oh, fucking... Sorry. I was playing Japanese games yesterday. The controls are different.
All right, there's also a cuttable tree right to your right here. It's not what you're looking for, but there's a hidden item there.
Okay, yeah, God, that really blended in. Why are some trees so much smaller than others?
Walk forward. Nothing. All right,
nothing?
you probably
know what?
already...
I think I already got that. Wait, that's the highway up there? Didn't we go and there was like dragons? I remember it was during this route that Brandon was telling me to do dumb bullshit with the 5Ds.
Yes, you have been here before, but there's also an entrance to that cave that you haven't been into yet.
Okay.
Or rather, you have. But shoot, then that means you must have already gotten it. That can't be right.
No, I must have missed it. I don't have Earthquake.
Do you remember Gible?
Gible, the dragon Pokemon?
Yeah.
I remember us fucking failing to catch it with net balls over and over. I remember that much.
Okay. Maybe we didn't get all the way through there.
I think we didn't.
You do have access. Yeah. You do have access to Earthquake if you go further down into there.
All right, fuck it, we're doing it.
And you also do have Roselia with Stun Spore. Yeah, keep going. You do have Roselia with Stun Spore, so if you want, you could Stun Spore a Gible and then try to capture it then.
Good idea. I think I'll keep Roselia safe and throw somebody else in there then. I guess we gotta level up Gligar.
He's not gonna do much, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to either. Versus Seeker, yeah.
Yeah, he's not even a trainer.
You fucking... You know what? What am I gonna find in this cave? I'm gonna find those dragons. I'm gonna find probably rock Pokemon, maybe some Zubats.
I don't think you'll find Zubat, but I think you will find Machop.
Okay, we'll go
sorry,
Psychic.
you will find Zubat now that I think about it.
Okay, so a Psychic move will be good.
Yeah, underneath this bridge, head left slightly, a couple of frames, walk up. Like, keep walking up during these and see which one has an entrance. Okay, it must be further up.
Yeah, it must be. Okay, we'll go farther up. All right, well, there's a trainer up ahead. Maybe we can get a little bit more experience in. I like Ponyta. Ponyta's a cool Pokemon. All right, I'm not really good at getting any experience into that.
Pokemon.
Whoa! We're really funny.
Well, speak for yourself.
I shouldn't speak for myself if it's I'm really funny. Alright,
whoa, you startled me.
I'm right fucking here. I was just talking to you. You didn't even look away.
Whoa, is that a Versus Seeker?
Whoa!
Sign me the fuck up.
Oh, God, I'm into that point of recording already where I'm just yelling because apparently that's funny to me. Why is it always the recordings with you where I instantly think it's funny to just go, ah! In response to completely mundane bullshit?
Because you have to make up for my lack of entertaining commentary by making your own entertaining comedy, by which I mean screaming a bunch. That's what people like on YouTube nowadays. I'm
pretty sure that's what people liked on YouTube in 2007.
This is true.
You remember back when being funny on the internet was just yelling?
Irate gamer.
Shut up, that was never funny. Oh my god, I hated that guy. I remember watching him review, you know, he just came back to YouTube again, by the way.
That's fun.
I remember watching him review, oh Jesus, it was the Goonies game for NES. And he had this awkward bit for like 2 minutes. There was a line that one of the kids say when you save them where it's like, wow, you're braver than Brand. And he made this big 2 whole minute sketch and gag about like, braver than Brand? Or braver than Bran or Brand or something like that. And he's like, that's not a saying. Is this a Japanese mistranslation? I've never heard of that before. And it's like, it's a character from the film, you fucking idiots. God. Oh my god, it makes me want to die.
And shiny. Damn.
Nope. And then, look, I try not to shit on other YouTubers too much, but I think we can all shit on Irate Gamer together. You remember that time, and looking back on it, it's a little different, I guess. When Jew Wario commits suicide, looking back on it now, we're recording this like a month after it came out that guy was like a sex offender. Nobody knew at the time. At the time, it was just beloved. But Irate Gamer, who had been doing much at the time, when Jew Wario died, he like went on like I think it was like his Jew Warrior's wife like posted a message just saying like that he had committed suicide and everything, and everybody was giving their condolences, and Irate Gamer comments on it saying like said that he died but it was by suicide, so he's going to hell, and then went on this weird religious rant, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, wrong time. What the hell's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
A lot of things. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was so inappropriate.
I'll be honest, my only real experience with Irate Gamer has been when Retsupre made fun of them at a con, at a panel.
Please tell me he was there live.
I think he was there live the next year.
Oh.
But his video on Splatoon, or as he had pronounced it, Splatoon, was being poked fun at by the Retsupre team.
Good.
And like they were picking apart like individual frames of his video.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got to see some of his methods of craziness and irateness.
Oh, he was fucking terrible. I was watching him like always was. I was watching him like back in the day even. And holy shit. And I remember catching him multiple times. He didn't even record his own footage most of the time. Like he would just use like game trailer footage, I could tell, because there was times he started doing reviews for other people's games, like or for other websites is what I meant. And like he was doing like the Wii version. He was like some shit website's Wii reviewer for a while, and he was doing like a WWE game for the Wii. And the footage it was showing, I'm like, I've seen this exact footage before. This is just footage that's like another website recorded. It's like game trailers or something recorded this footage. Did he get permission to use this? Because he wasn't on game trailers. Like it was like a rival website.
Gible.
Oh my god. I'm like, did he even play the fucking game? Because his critique of it and everything he said didn't make any sense. And I had the game. Like, he was just saying shit that just wasn't true. Oh, God. Fucking worst. He has to be one of the people who has gotten most popular for being just the shits. Like, it's like him and, like, Darkside Phil, where the only reason people know them is to ridicule them, deservingly so, because they're awful. Anyway, we're finally getting this motherfucker. I'm sure someone's angrily typing a comment right now because I didn't use a netball. But guess what? Brandon's on Platoon.
Ball.
You see what's going to happen is now that Brandon's on Platoon, next time he's going to come over to watch a WWE pay-per-view with him, I'm going to tell him that I caught Gible and it wasn't with a netball. And then he's going to do some kind of crazy Canadian military nerve hold thing on me.
Name it netball just to spite him.
Yeah.
And when he says, use the net ball, then just send out Gible.
There you go. Ball. I'm sure this playthrough will go on so long that he'll be back from the military by the time this playthrough is still not over, and so he'll be there for it. Oh, hey. Nice. Did I not get that last time?
So to get over this this ramp, just decelerate your bike or like shift it down a gear and then hop over it.
Yeah, I figured.
Attack this thing.
I mean, I'll probably one-shot. Zubats aren't worth much, are they?
No. But hey, experience.
I gotta say, I'm really liking having Quick Claw. I'm sure I'd have been faster than this guy anyway, because the level difference?
No.
Really?
Zubat's faster than Bronzor by a handful, so even though it's 7 levels lower, it's probably gonna be faster.
Nice. Rosalia leveled up. Grass
Whistle. That's basically saying accuracy and all.
Oh, and it's for sleep?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a hard no on that one then, because I've already got paralysis, and I poison people all the time anyway, because they hit me and I poison them. But now's a good time for ending this episode anyway. On the next episode, we hopefully get the Earthquake TM, and that might really change how we play the gym. I mean, Earthquake on a Haunter, if we get to the Haunter, That's just a kill, isn't it? Or does it have levitate?
It has levitate.
Fuck.
So does Mismagius. The only one it would help with is Duskull, but for the long term, having an Earthquake on Onyx is going to be great.
Yeah, long term it'll be good. And who knows, I might be able to just have Onyx open the fight with a one-shot. If Earthquake's enough to one-shot the first guy. That'd make the rest of the gym easier, at least.
Right.
Anyway, next episode, we get Earthquake. Until next time, have a nice day.
Bye.